So what did you think of the movie?
Oh, what did I think? Superman, James Gunn.
James
I don't
Gunn.
know. I think
What do you mean you
I'm
don't
gonna
know?
find out when we in this conversation.
You're gonna find out when you look at the reviews on Letterboxd.
No, when we hit up,
When we're gonna talk
we're gonna
through
formulate
it
it.
together.
We're gonna talk through it.
That's fair. Okay.
It's like I don't know.
So you want me to start?
Yeah, you have to start.
Sure.
You gotta start.
I think it was like, it did what it could with the Superman IP. Like, it was almost a parody of itself in the sense that it was camp.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that it was camp.
Mm-hmm.
And it had to be camp, otherwise it would have been like too corny. So it like leaned into it. You know, like everything was like, the ante was like really upped.
Yeah.
Like Superman, in the sense that there was a scene, right, where Superman was like holding a baby in one arm, trying to save it, while he was fighting the bad guys.
Yeah.
You know, like he goes in, he saves the squirrel, you know?
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Lex Luthor is just like the worst person possible. Like there's no debate.
Yeah.
You know? I like all of the parts of it that had no nuance. I liked that it had no nuance. When it tried to have nuance, like in the sense that, like, you know, this movie had political commentary.
Yeah.
That I didn't like as much, but I thought it was fine. I mean, like, especially because, you know, so for the majority of the movie, it took a pretty anti-war stance. It took a pretty, like, you know, violence is bad stance, regardless of the side that you're on.
Yeah.
But then, like, right at the end, when Superman isn't there, the other guys come in and just fuck up the other side.
Yeah.
And then that I was like, okay, well, this is just political fan service for the adults in the movie theater that agree with, like, that side of things. I think that's what it felt like to me, at least. But it was also pretty open-ended to the extent where I think that people on both sides of you know, that war that it may or may not have been a metaphor about, probably both could have been like, that's just like me, they're fucking up the bad guys, you know? Like, it could have been either side. But I do think that there was probably, maybe it's my bias, but it seemed like there was maybe like a little bit of a slant towards what's like currently popular in like movies in the North, you know? But I might just be projecting. I think ultimately, though, like, you know, if you're gonna make a statement about war in a movie, have it just be an anti-war message in general, and that's pretty good, and it was that for the most part. Like, Superman didn't do anything violent, and they did a good job of, like, the only times he, like, messed up an enemy, it was a robot, you know? He was very, like, pro-saving people.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. I do find it funny, though, at the end, he was like, it was kind of like, I'm a white guy, and I'm the immigrant. So everybody can agree with that.
Yeah.
You know? When Lex Luthor is like, you're an alien, and he's like, I'm a human.
No,
that was a little on the nose.
Yeah, it was just like, why is he saying this?
Yeah, well, that was 100% like political commentary. It was just a bit much.
What?
Yeah. I thought it was pretty funny. I do think though that, like,
and they're like, we can't have too much of that, so like the dog's gonna come in.
Yeah, the dog is gonna come in now. Yeah. We gotta distract them. They can't register that was a political statement. So then the dog is gonna come in, fuck up Lex Luthor a bit. Yeah. And then, you know, like, Lex Luthor, as I'm pretty sure he always has been, is just like a metaphor for whatever big billionaires there are currently, you know, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I do like how much of just like a general, like, like, they just made him like the worst person
He's pretty
possible.
good villain.
He was a good villain.
He, like,
He was a good
Not
villain.
like other ones, you know what I mean? He's just like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here to fucking kill, like, and
Yeah.
rule the world, like,
Yeah.
you know, that he's like, you know?
That's what, like, generally in a movie, like, I like nuance.
Yeah.
But in a movie like this, I think lean into the parts that aren't nuanced.
Yeah.
Like I like about X-Men that, like, in the X-Men movies, it's pretty nuanced, the metaphor. I mean, I think it's more, like, thoughtfully done. Or at least, like, in some superhero IPs, like Invincible. I know you haven't seen Invincible, but, like, that one is very nuanced and takes more of, like, a philosophical edge to it. And I think that, like, if you like that aspect of this movie, then, like, go and watch Invincible instead.
I see.
I feel like this movie would have been better if it just had none of that and it was just like, Superman is a good guy and Lex Luthor, he's a bad guy. Superman, he doesn't hurt people. Lex Luthor, he kills people, you know? He's a bad guy, you know? If it was just, I do like that. However, they did exaggerate some aspects of that a lot, and I liked those. Like the fact that he's just so rich that he could buy the ability to make another universe.
Yeah.
I liked that. And then similarly how, like, Superman can sneeze his way out of a black hole. Or I guess he just, like, blew. It would have been better if he sneezed. But, you know, he can have a breath of air and that'll get him out of a black hole. But that, I feel like that's one thing, though, too, where I would have liked if they zeroed in on it a bit more. Like, sometimes it's like he's just so weak. And then other times he's just, like, so unbelievably strong. Just have him be unbelievably strong the whole time. And have, like, I feel like the things that were threats never felt like real threats. And it felt like the movie was just faking plot to make it seem like, but this time there has to be a beat where he's struggling. You know? So, like, I don't know, and I don't know, I guess, like, it makes sense at face value, like, some of the things that were getting him bogged down were, like, big deals, but, like, it just didn't feel that way. And on a separate level, I think that, like, whenever there's, like, one guy that has all of the power to make fight scenes as cool as possible, and they did this twice, just throw a bunch of goons at him. And then as many goons as possible surrounding the person, because then it's this one really strong person. Like when the guy with all of the balls, there's this guy that, like, the guy that throws the balls at people. They just sent a ton of goons at him, and then he just messed up all the goons. And that was, like, one of the best fight scenes in the movie. But whenever it's one-on-one, it's like, there's no, like, real sense of threat. Like, they can't fake it even though they, like, try to. It just only works, like, because they're building it up kind of thematically, but it didn't hit as much for me. But I liked how it was camp. I thought a lot of the, like, jokes were pretty good. I thought it was an enjoyable movie. It's the sort of thing, like, where you can bring your kids to it, and you can also enjoy it yourself. It's a superhero movie, you know? It wasn't a bad superhero movie. I think it was a pretty good one. Like, it's
a fun time.
It's certainly, like, it's trying to be Marvel. DC's trying to be Marvel a little bit more than it was before, but I think it's leaning a bit more into the camp elements. Like, it's a little bit different.
James
it's a
Gunn
little bit
does
its own
this
thing.
Stuff too,
yes.
with, like, Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And then, like, Guardians.
For sure. Yes.
They're very all similar.
Very similar, yeah.
Of course, but
100%. I think that he does that well. He does a good job. I know that Guardians is Marvel, but, like, he does do a good job, like, with the Suicide Squad of making it like Marvel, but, like, just different enough that it doesn't feel like blatant plagiarism.
This is my thing. I think we need to also, like, just put out there, like, I don't know, but I don't watch all this superhero stuff.
Fair enough. Me neither.
Okay, guys, we don't watch too much.
We're not too into that. Yeah, I used to be a little bit more, but not
like
so much
50 million
recently.
of them now.
It's too much to keep
so we don't have too much
and they're all the
background
same
knowledge
thing.
of all this. I also don't, like, I'm not really aware of all, like, the other Superman ones, if we want to compare these now too much to the other ones.
Well, I mean, like, the most obvious comparison would be, like, to the Man of Steel, which,
Yeah.
like, you haven't seen that one.
No.
But that one, I think, was when they were doing the Snyder stuff.
Yeah.
And this is, like,
That's the...
this is a thing. Did you hear about the controversy about this movie?
This one?
Yeah, this one. There's controversy about it.
Maybe.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Because I had a feeling that the research on this one you wouldn't do. Normally
I
you do
didn't
the
do too
research, a
much
little bit of the
research.
research on the movies. Usually you're that guy, but I figured for the
I didn't do
superhero
too
one
much
you wouldn't do
research.
that.
No, but the other one's just like I just knew the things.
Yeah.
But like
For me, this one came up naturally on my
Okay,
feed.
okay.
Like,
So what is it then?
So there are like two camps of people. There are people that like
Okay.
this movie. There are people that don't like the movie, but it seems like a lot of the people that don't like the movie because they really like the Snyderverse.
Okay.
And they're scared that if this movie does well,
Right.
then the Snyderverse isn't gonna happen.
But also, like, don't a majority of people not like the Snyder?
The majority, no, the majority of people don't. It's just a small group of like insufferable people.
This is gonna be like. I hope this video reaches a lot of these people because we know nothing about any of this.
Oh yeah, no, but that's
So,
why it's the
it's gonna
best.
be
That's why
good.
we're the most
We're-
qualified
exactly,
to
yeah.
talk about
We
this
are.
because we're not a part of
Yeah.
this fandom
No.
at all. Yeah.
So we're good.
So it's the unbiased
We're
perspective.
the most, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I think. The
yeah.
Snyderverse, that wasn't gonna happen. Those movies didn't perform well financially. So what would have
I'm
happened?
pretty sure I watched the Snyder cut. No, I didn't.
I finished it.
I didn't finish the Snyder cut.
That's
I think
fair.
I watched half of it.
I
Maybe not even. I don't know.
I wouldn't have seen it if it weren't for the fact that like a group of people that I was hanging out with made me watch it with them.
That's fair.
And it was fine. But it was fucking like 4.5 hours long. Like, and it was just, okay, this is the thing, is that what Snyder, I think, was trying to do with DC was make it, like, more serious. And that's what Man of Steel kind of did. And Man of Steel was fine, and all of the Snyder ones were kind of fine.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, so the Snyder stuff, and you keep in mind, I don't really fucking know what I'm talking about right now. This is what I
Just gonna
think.
take it. Yeah. You
Yeah,
know what you're doing.
I know. I'm an
Yeah.
industry professional. But that happened. The Snyder stuff happened after Nolan's Batman. And Nolan's Batman was really good.
Yeah.
It was. You saw the Nolan Batman trilogy, right?
yeah.
Yeah, of course. Because those are just good movies.
good movies.
They're just good
That's why.
movies.
Yeah.
And like with those movies, they take the superhero concept and make it like very serious.
Yeah.
It's like a noir film,
Yeah.
It's like a real like mystery action, like just crime film. Like it's just a good
I
crime
think-
film
yeah.
trilogy, but then they tried to do it with like the other ones.
The problem with
and
this.
the other ones are
Yeah.
campy superhero
that's the
movies.
problem.
It worked for Batman because it worked for Batman, but for the universe,
It's a little
like
bit harder.
yeah.
Like Batman is definitely the easiest to do it with.
Yeah, it's more grounded in reality.
So that's
Yeah.
the thing. But
Well, Batman's not even a superhero. He's just a guy that has money.
exactly.
Yeah, which is like the whole thing, which is good. I liked it. I liked those movies a lot. Everyone likes those movies. But yeah, that's
So maybe
That's
we
the
gotta
thing.
just maybe talk about this movie just as is. We can't compare too much.
no comparing is
We
a part of
can't
it. That's
do
what everyone
this.
is doing.
But we're
the
not.
one last thing on it. One last thing. If this movie had performed badly,
Yeah,
it wouldn't have meant that the Snyder cut. And people have said this before. This is not an original thought, but if this movie had done badly, it doesn't mean that the Snyder stuff would have happened. It just means that we probably wouldn't have gotten more DC superhero movies after this. Like, there would have been less funding for superhero movies
What do you mean after this?
if this one performed badly at the
It
box
just came out.
office. Well, it's
You're
clearly
saying,
doing
like,
well
what's
at the box
happening.
office.
Okay, I see
It's
what
the
you're
most popular movie right now.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the theater was packed.
Yeah.
It's doing well.
Yeah.
And of course it's gonna do well. And if it had taken itself more seriously, if it were another Snyder film, it wouldn't have done as well, I think.
No.
And then they wouldn't have kept making them. That's why they're going in a different direction
Yeah,
with
that's
it,
fair. That's
because like the Snyder cut like appealed to a niche audience.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I don't know.
4 hours long.
4 hours.
What?
Just so
You better
much.
fucking watch it.
Yeah. It's just who.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah,
let's just
but as
get
a
on to the
movie, sure.
movie. Let's
We'll get on
we'll
to the
talk about it in that
movie.
because I can't even really compare it to like all the other Superman stuff. There's just too much, and like that gets the, what do you gotta? You just gotta take it for what it is, This movie, like what we just watched.
Yeah. You have to. It was.
What do you feel about not doing the origin story? But you know the origin story,
that's
right?
fine.
So,
At this
it's
point,
fine.
it kind of
Because I was like,
to.
okay, yeah, I know it. So this is all good.
Yeah.
Um,
It did a little. It did the text at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
That's all it needed to do.
that's all it did. And then,
Yeah. It threw us into it. That's fine.
I don't know, man. It's like, yeah, it was a movie.
Oh my God.
Superhero movie.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't have too
this
many
is the
thoughts
thing, is
about
that it is
Like,
just
it's
the
like,
same thing.
It's a superhero movie.
It felt
it's
way more like a
Superman,
Marvel movie. Yeah.
I don't like the campiness, though.
You don't like the
No,
campiness?
I don't like it.
Why?
It's too much.
But what else could they have done with this movie? They couldn't have made it more serious.
Yeah, but
Surely
just make it
you
like
didn't like
normal.
the
Just
nuanced
make it
political.
normal.
What do you mean make it normal?
Just
what does
make
that
it like
mean?
any other like superhero movie that came out in the mid 2000s.
But like Spider-Man, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man was camp.
Yeah, but it's not like this.
No, because Sam
It's
Raimi's
because it
Spider-Man
came
was
out at
like
a different time.
no. It's because Sam Raimi's Spider-Man was actually camp. Like it did it the whole way through. He said "Go go web."
No,
He
but
said
that's
go
not
go
camp.
web and went like
that's
this.
That's not camp.
That was yes, it is.
No.
What do you mean?
This is too much. Like,
I thought they should have done more. They should have been more.
I
what
hate
parts
these
didn't
movies
you
now.
like?
No, like this is how they all are.
Yes, I
And
agree
they
with
suck.
that. They're all the same thing.
Like I don't
but it's
want
funny.
this
It's funny
campy
that like
stuff.
okay. It's funny that you say that now with the superhero movie, but with F1, which is just a carbon copy of every other
but
every
that's
other
not camp, though.
Like no, but it's. But you're not making an argument against camp. You're making an argument against like carbon copy
No,
movies.
that's not what I'm making. No,
then what are you
that's
saying?
That's not what it is. It's just like, it's too many jokes every second.
Yeah, the jokes. I'm not. That's not what I'm saying when I say camp.
Yeah, I know, but like,
I'm
that's
saying
still
like
part of it. Though.
up
Okay,
the
so what do you mean
ante
about
so
it?
much. Like I like that Lex Luthor was just like an awful guy. I like that he just like killed a rando
That's
for
what
no
you
reason
mean
immediately.
By
like
camp?
or even just like, the
Yeah, but that stuff is fun.
like when
that
he
stuff is
saves a
fun.
squirrel, when he's like having a fight scene, he's protecting a baby the whole time.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
like
no, yeah.
just like when the concept is so like.
Yeah.
Stretched and
Yeah.
like so over exaggerated, but like with like it's almost like a parody of itself because it realizes how formulaic it is, and so it has to play into it. With something like Superman, where Superman really is just like the superhero, like
Yeah.
you have, if it just was regular, it would have just been boring, and it still was, for all intents and purposes, like if we're gonna judge it just based on movie standards, if we're gonna do it based on like pretentious film bro standards or whatever,
No,
if we're gonna judge it as a movie, if we're gonna judge it as a film, then yeah, it was mid. It was like very mid, It didn't do anything special. It didn't do anything new. That's why if it went more into the camp, it would have actually like been something. Like the Sam Raimi
No.
Spider-Man movies, because then at least it would like
doesn't need to
have
do
a
anything
flavor. But
different,
the
though,
jokes,
either.
I don't like it when like superhero movies are just a compilation of SNL skits. Like I felt that was the case for like some of the Avengers movies.
Okay.
Where it's just, especially I think the last one was like so long and like half of it could have been cut out because it was just SNL skits. They were, it had nothing to do with the plot. It was just jokes.
Yeah, they do that stuff.
And like the more jokey bits of this Some of them landed, some of them didn't, but like it's fine. Yeah, but like I don't know. I didn't mind them like not taking itself seriously, which is also kind of like just something that James Gunn does. But if anything, I would have liked that more. Like I think that it was trying to be camp while still trying to be like a formulaic Marvel movie for the sake of building up a universe.
Well, it's a DC
100% trying to. Yes, but that's
I know.
what I'm saying.
This is, I don't know, man. I don't know.
What don't
I
you
don't
know?
like those things.
What things?
I don't like it.
What
It's
parts
camp. It
specifically?
sucks.
Just the camp is what you don't like? I feel like we
No, like,
are
it was-
operating off of different definitions of camp.
I guess we are.
Camp, I think, is when you're leaning into the parts that are bad, when you're self-aware of the parts that are bad or
They're not
cliche and you're
self-aware,
upping
though.
it.
I don't think
feel
they're
like some of the
self-aware.
cliche it was aware of.
They like this stuff, though.
I think it
They're not gonna
exaggerated
make a movie
some of the
that's
cliche.
bad.
No, okay, but like, oh my god.
Because no, but nobody is going in saying, yeah, it's bad, but I liked it. Like these people like it. I don't know, man. I enjoyed it
true.
too.
I
I
see what you're
enjoyed it. It was a
saying.
good movie to watch.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm not I don't enjoy it, but people,
No, I know, but
majority of
also,
people
though,
like
like,
who
we
like
enjoy
this
all
are not
movies.
saying, yeah, like what you're saying.
Probably not.
Yeah, like they're not, like, they're
Yeah,
not
no.
saying
But
what
that's
you're
what
saying.
But that I am saying though that I think it does a poor job of straddling doing
Okay.
both things,
Okay.
where it's trying to be a formulaic Marvel movie that is also just like on its own an enjoyable blockbuster that you see with the family,
Yeah.
and also being like James Gunn like soft
Fucking
camp.
James Gunn,
Like pick one of the two roads and
Yeah.
go down. But then if they do the copying Marvel thing, they're scared, I think, that it's just going to be a Marvel copy and then it's not going to do as well because it's just a Marvel copy. Granted, they could just
It's gonna
copy
do
the
well,
exact formula of Marvel and it would be fine. So I think lean into the campiness and it would be better. But it would probably still be just a superhero movie. I don't know. It depends on the amount of camp. I like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. But then, can you build a universe out of that? No. If you're gonna build a universe out of like a superhero
can't build
movie,
a
it's hard to
universe.
do it without being like, palatable to a wide audience, and it just being like this thing where it's just formulaic. And it was formulaic. It was fine. It was, like, that's what I'm saying though. The formulaic bits, it's just every other superhero movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I didn't feel anything for any of the emotional beats. Because they're all expected. And I never like the universe stuff. I don't know. I don't like when they insert the universe stuff, like when Supergirl or whatever comes
Yeah.
in at the end. It's like,
No, I don't like
okay,
that
you're
stuff
just.
either. But,
I
like,
just
it's-
feel like constantly like.
The fans like that shit.
They
and
do,
like that's what they're doing
but
now.
I
That's
don't,
every movie you
'cause
have
it's
to
just
watch
like-
the show now.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, like that's
Because they want your money. That's
Yeah.
what it is. And I always, whenever that happens in one of these types of movies, I just feel like, oh, you're just trying to get my money, and which is fine. People like it. I mean, everyone loved, like, that was what the newest Spider-Man movie was. I mean, the newest live-action one.
Yeah.
With all of the Spider-Man. People loved that. And that one I felt was just, like, entirely a gimmick. And I saw that one in theaters.
I did.
You
too.
know? Because it worked. Because
They
that's
get
how they get you.
They get you.
But then the movie itself was just like, does anyone really like the movie? Or do people just like going, that's the guy and that's the other guy from the other movie, and this is the new guy, and
that's
they're all
we were
together.
pretty much waiting for that movie. Yeah,
Yes.
we were.
Yeah, and that's the best part. But that's only because, like, it's nostalgia bait.
Yeah.
At least that one had nostalgia bait. When Superwoman comes on the screen,
Yeah,
it's
that
like
doesn't have nostalgia bait.
it's not nostalgia baiting me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really liked
don't know, I'm
Into
just
the
not-
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too much into the superhero stuff here, so like I'm also coming at it from that angle too.
Yeah, okay, so then talk about
You know what I
it.
mean?
You just didn't like it?
No, man.
You don't
I
need to
liked
preface things by okay.
I mean, I
Let's get
enjoy
this
it. Like I
on camera, because let's get this on camera. Let's
I
preface
enjoy it,
every
but-
video we make going
okay,
forward.
so every video we make.
That we just like going to see movies.
We like going to the cinema, except now
You
when
know,
people are on
like-
the phones in there, and I'm gonna want, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
slap
yeah.
them out of their hands.
And I don't understand why people, they don't know how to find their seats.
Yeah, they don't know. Oh my
Or
god.
something. Why did that happen for the
Why?
first 45 minutes of the
Yeah,
movie?
yeah. So these are our seats, and then oh shit, we're actually one row in front of us.
Yeah,
We didn't know that.
just the whole time. Yeah.
I don't know, man. This happens every time.
Because
There's something.
this
and
is
people
the
don't know
audience that these movies attract.
how to go to the movies anymore.
Mhm.
They're on the phone, full brightness.
Yeah,
Full brightness on
Yeah.
the phone. They don't know how to put it lower. Like, no care for anybody else in there.
yeah.
Okay, like it's their home or something.
hmm
I don't know, man. And then they're talking like, okay, sure, this one was like a little kid, that's fine. But like, when the people just talk full volume, like adults,
Yeah,
I'm not here for your conversation.
yeah.
It's annoying.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
man.
agree.
I don't
In
know,
a theater, I agree.
man. Yeah, of course.
Even honestly, like,
of course.
when I watch a movie with people and they talk through it, if it's a movie that I like or am enjoying
Yeah.
being immersed in, I need to like hold back being like, shut up!
Just shut the fuck
Just
up.
stop! You know?
That's enough.
I want to just do one thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I can't do two things. I can't.
Let's not
No one can
talk
do
now.
two
We're
things
watching.
at once.
Yeah, no, those people are annoying. I don't know, man. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, but it's a different type of movie experience.
We missed Bradley Cooper.
Well, they kept bringing him back. They kept bringing him back.
His dad.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper as his dad doing a foreign voice was pretty
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
It was pretty good.
He was doing, yeah.
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 Yeah. It was a superhero movie.
It was a Superman.
It was
film.
exactly what I thought it would be.
Want to get in on this? What do you mean it's okay? Get on it.
You don't have any. You don't want to. You don't
You
want
gotta
to
get in on it for at least 5 minutes.
say anything. Did you like it?
Yeah,
You do
I'll
the
do
thing.
my
You do
mic.
it this time.
I'll do it this
We'll
time.
alternate.
Here, hold the mic. But then just give it to me when I gotta talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it, but I don't know. I like the superhero movies. Like,
You like them?
yeah, like I just think they're fun. It's like, you get to make a fun movie. Action happens.
Yeah.
It's always like the jokes, like that's what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Obviously. And they're just fun. I don't
Yeah,
know,
you
I
get
like
what you
them.
sign up for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Which is also what you're saying, like you still
Yeah.
enjoyed it. Like we enjoy
know.
the movies.
Yeah, but like,
But we also enjoy bad movies
it's too
and
many
just
jokes.
movies.
Stop
What are you
giving
talking
me
about?
the
There were too many.
jokes,
There
man.
weren't too many jokes in this one.
Yeah, it's like little stupid things
They
like
were
that they
just
gotta
little
do for
stupid
like
things.
the generation now.
Yeah.
Oh, like her name is Mutant Toes in the contacts, and like he
Yeah.
doesn't like her, and then like she's annoying. Like it's fucking too much, man. Like everyone's a character.
Yeah.
Why? Like it's not. This is not. They don't try like to be reality anymore with some of these. It's just James Gunn. I don't know, but like not even just James Gunn.
But yeah, no.
Those
definitely not.
other ones too, like Thunderbolts. Like it's a kids movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it is, though.
But is it though? Like why though? I don't know. Like
What could they have
they
done
are a
to
kids
make it
movie,
better?
but like the other ones are like I don't know. Obviously, we have the other superhero movies that are done well,
Yeah.
that are like not this cheesy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I think that like Into the Spider-Verse is a good example of a superhero movie that is like a family-friendly
Yeah.
superhero movie while also being original and utilizing like really good, clever filmmaking techniques with a really tight-knit script and emotional beats that pay off to a T. And like in that movie, everything that's in it is in it for a reason.
Yeah.
And I know because that one I've seen like 20 times. I really like that one. That one also though is just I'm exactly the target audience for it. Like I really like when there's like a father-son dynamic in a movie. I like creative animation. I feel like they really utilized the medium, which is something that I think doesn't happen a lot in live action movies anymore, especially like blockbusters. They don't really utilize like live action filmmaking as a medium, as a technology, you know? And when movies do that now, usually it's also like for marketing purposes, or like they play with one thing. And like it's just not, I don't know, there aren't that many movies now I think that do that. I mean there's some, but like recently I've been rewatching like all of the older M. Night Shyamalan movies, and the older ones, almost all of them like play with the camera in a very unique way and play with conventional storytelling in a very unique way where like it breaks rules, and it's like interesting to see that unfold. In a movie like this, in this movie it didn't do any of that, you know, but it didn't set out to do any of that. It depends how we want to judge movies, you know. It's tough because it's like, is a movie good if it accomplishes what it sets out to accomplish? Is a movie good, or is a movie good entirely based on like its outcome on the audience, or like is a movie good based on a set of standards that you would learn in like film school, and like how creative it is with breaking the rules and being unique and being its own thing. Like there are too many metrics for like how to judge a movie, and none of them like overlap. And so it's hard to say, because in this sense it probably, based on my knowledge, it accomplished everything it set out to accomplish. It's just that what it set out to accomplish was to be a generic mid superhero movie where like you can bring your kids and you're not going to be upset with the money that you wasted.
Yeah.
You know, it met the bar that it was going for. It was just a low bar, but that's almost always the case for these superhero movies. Which is why it's nice when that doesn't happen with something like Into the Spider-Verse or the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah. 100%. So for like Man of Steel, right? That was the last one that came out, Superman movie. And like, what's the consensus on that?
I think it's pretty much the same as like the rest of the Snyder ones.
Okay.
Where
So
it's
people
like,
don't like it that much?
some people don't like it, and then some people do. Like, but for me, I thought ultimately, based on what I can remember, it was the same. It was still trying to just be a formulaic superhero movie, just instead of like, it was 70% a formulaic superhero movie and 30% trying to be like a dark, gritty version of it.
Yeah.
And like with this one, it was 70% a formulaic superhero movie and 30% camp. Whereas I think as a movie, both of them would have been better if they had like focused on the part that made them unique. But if you focus on the part that makes you unique as a movie, then you alienate your audience. And when you alienate your audience, you sell less tickets. And when you want to make a series or a franchise or a universe,
that's the problem. You need with these
to
movies.
have it is the problem with these movies.
Because that's all they want to do now. Is do these, there's going to be 10 more, guys, of this stuff. There's going to be 10 more. And 5 more things that this is going to be related to. Oh, Superman's going to make a cameo in these 5.
Yeah.
You know, they all got to be there.
I don't like that. I don't understand why people like that.
Like, where if this, that's the problem. Like, okay, Zack Snyder made those ones, and now they're done. There's no more. Or will they be? Like, I don't know what you're saying.
No, I don't think there's going to be more.
There's probably not. So it's like, okay,
because they're not marketable enough.
So now let's hope that this thing works out.
They're just going to do whatever makes money. These exist to make money.
Yeah.
These are not trying to be artistic movies.
Like, this doesn't stand alone. They're not trying to.
No, it doesn't.
Because it needs to, like, okay, like, at this point, yeah, sure, you could say it does, but, like, they're still, you know that they're trying to, like, make 10 more, like, or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going along those lines.
You already know they're trying to make more because they've already teased, like, another person to make a movie off of at the very end.
Yeah, and also they had, like, the whole all the green.
Well, why
I
am I-
have Mike.
I know, but she wasn't close enough. I don't think.
Sorry.
And
Yeah,
they have the Green Lantern people too.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah.
What were they called? The Justice Gang.
Something like that.
Like stupid jokes like that.
Oh yeah,
Like
that I thought was
hate
stupid.
I
Yeah,
think that's
it's all
also
the same.
like trying to like sort of tease the whole like the Justice League and like how bad that movie was because no one liked it. I
Maybe
don't think.
that could be. Yeah, you could be on something.
No,
for that.
people liked
I
the
didn't think
Snyder
people
Cut.
liked
People
the-
fucking.
But,
That's the
yeah,
whole
that's the
controversy
whole-
about this movie. It is.
but
Yeah.
I've only seen
No, a
people
lot of
not
people.
like
No. People love that. I know the
Well,
fucking.
we were just saying, but yeah, there
the,
are people that
you know
do love
the guy that hates me. There's a guy that hates me.
Okay.
He loves the Snyder shit.
Yeah.
He's the guy that made me watch
Yeah, I
it.
know, there's a lot.
Yeah, he doesn't talk to me
There's a
anymore.
lot of people that like this stuff, but that's why I don't know anything about it.
I don't
I
get
also-
it.
this-
I feel
I don't
like
know
it's.
about,
I
like-
feel like it's people trying to steal my money.
Yeah.
In that sense, that I don't like. As a movie on its own, it's like I don't regret having seen it. It was an
But
enjoyable
so
time
then,
in
like,
the theaters.
in the-
You know?
yeah.
But like, yeah, no, I don't. As a whole, like out of principle, like I don't like it. I don't like this type of movie.
Yeah. No, I don't either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What did you think of Nicholas Holt as Lex Luthor?
That's his name.
Yeah.
He did a good job.
Yeah, he was good.
I like that he
For
was
most of
bald.
Well, that's Lex Luthor.
Was Jesse Eisenberg
He's
bald?
Yeah.
He was.
Lex Luthor's a bald man.
I thought he had hair.
No.
They
He does
made him
not
bald?
have hair, man.
I thought he had
The
hair.
whole character for years has been
I know
bald.
that. I know that Lex Luthor is supposed to be bald.
So imagine they didn't make him bald. People would be upset. He is bald. He did not have hair.
I spelled Eisenberg wrong.
I don't think he had hair.
What did you Nicholas
didn't
Holt
see
made
it.
me laugh sometimes though, but not for the like
He had hair. He had
he
hair.
didn't have hair.
He had
Oh,
hair.
he did have
yes,
hair for
he
a little
did.
bit. I remember.
What do you mean?
seeing that.
He
No,
okay,
but
it's
then
both.
there's- yeah.
It's
Him
both.
having the hair is like before he was like a bad person.
Okay,
That was
that's
his, like,
good. Yeah,
yeah.
his
that's good because
transition.
bald people are worse
Yeah.
people
Worse.
than
That's
than
what it's
people
trying to
than
say.
regular
Superman has
people.
always been trying to say this.
That's the that's the
years.
main political stance of I think
Yeah,
the Superman
I mean,
movies.
he
is
made-
that bald, but the less hair you have, the worse.
Yeah,
of a
Nicholas
person you
Holt
are.
made me laugh. Sometimes.
in a good way?
No, not in the good
Why?
way. Because I'm like, what is this performance he's doing?
You didn't
here?
like his performance?
Like
I thought it was
when?
fine.
Like those ones, like, no. Like, come on, bro.
But I
What is
think
this
that's almost
acting
the
right now?
intent.
I
No.
thought so too.
Yeah.
I thought
But
that
don't
was
make that film
but no,
then.
but he
Don't make that
he
film
dropped
then.
the glass twice.
Yeah.
He dropped
Yeah,
it twice.
he's a
That was on
fucking
purpose.
asshole.
Yeah,
What do
but
you mean?
that's the
Don't make
point,
that
that's the
film.
No, I know he's
Yeah,
an
it's the
asshole.
point.
That part's fine.
You
That's
you
part of
didn't
the
like that he
character,
was
part
like.
of the thing. But sometimes he's overacting, and I hate it.
I don't think he was overacting.
Yeah,
I think
man.
it was just the character. Like he's playing into being like a whiny baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Person.
I
That's
think it was
fair.
both. I
That's
think it was
fair, 'cause I
both.
did
I
think
think
of that
sometimes
too.
he was
I did think
overacting.
of
I
that
thought that the
too.
overacting wasn't bad. I
I did
think
think of that too.
if they had really zeroed in on it and the whole time he was overacting, I think Lex Luthor should have like killed more immigrants and to really make him a bad person.
Yeah, but just
Though they
sometimes
did
I'm
you
like,
notice?
What am I
Did you
watching
notice
at?
that they had in the movie with that guy specifically that he killed, the Indian guy or whatever?
Yeah.
We're gonna get canceled with what I'm gonna say, but they had a little a little blip where they like zeroed in on his face and the guy said he's a local.
Yeah.
You know, they just had to say like he's brown and American. We're all pro-immigration here, right? Like that was 100% the intent of
Yeah,
that.
you're thinking of these things, but like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but then they killed him.
Yeah.
But yeah, if Lex Luthor killed more people, it would have been. Yeah, he should have gone around killing babies, I think, and like whining about, like
No, you're right that that's the whole point of it, but like, I
he
just don't
locked
like
up
it.
all of his
But that's
ex-girlfriends.
Yeah, that's included in the campiness.
Yeah. I
of,
think they could have
why,
like gone
is this
more
movie,
into
it's
it.
just too much. I don't
But
enjoy
I
watching
think-
this.
I think, like, the people who watch this, they like
Yeah,
it. They
yeah,
enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it's like they want the quippiness of the characters to be like, you know, they have the little one-lines that are like stupid, but it's funny and makes everyone laugh.
Yeah, I know. They like that stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, so then, but do you like that? Like, I guess, yeah, you do.
It's like fine. I don't think it needs to be as often as it is. But like some characters it works. Like Mr. Terrific, it worked really well because he's a very like monotone character. He's very serious, but then when he has those little lines that are funny, it's good. But like you don't need them all the time
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
every character. Like not every character needs to be that like quippy funny character.
Yeah.
You should have like the designated like one or two who are funny.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
You need
fair.
like the comedic relief.
Yeah,
But
but
we
not
don't,
with
you don't
every
have
character.
that when everyone is the comedic relief in
Exactly.
the film.
Yeah.
We don't need everyone funny.
That element of it, I do think they're just trying to be Marvel.
Yeah.
Like, because that's Marvel did that, and I think that people do just like that. I think ultimately
Yeah,
in
they love
movies
that
in
stuff like
general,
that.
in
They love
movies in
that
general, if a joke doesn't progress the story or exist to like come back later, then it has no place in the script. I think ultimately.
Yeah.
But also separately from that, this isn't a movie that's trying to be that. You know,
No,
but then in something like Into the Spider-Verse, all of it, like you can analyze the whole script more or less, and like even and there were jokes in it,
Yeah.
but the jokes that were in it, like, it wasn't just a well-written joke. It
100%.
often like came back into it, like with the shoulder tap. Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Like his uncle tells him to do the shoulder tap on the girl, and then it was a recurring joke, and then it comes in at the end.
because that's a
and
good
it's like
film.
that's just a good movie.
exactly.
It's not just a there's an emotional
Exactly.
payoff to the joke
Exactly.
too. Like it had a place. Everything had a place. If it's just a joke for the sake of being a joke, it's like it's the same as okay, I could just be scrolling on TikTok right now, and people like that.
Well, then it
you know,
becomes like
which
it's
is
a
I don't
comedy.
like that
Then it's a
about
comedy.
movies.
Then it's a comedy, and that's also what makes it feel more like parody, like what you're saying. With these films, is what I'm saying. Like if it's just a joke for a joke.
Maybe. I mean, when I say that I think that it was almost like a parody of itself, I meant really just like
No, I know what you mean.
thematically.
I'm just saying, like,
the jokes itself, I think, are just. There are two sides of me, right? Where, like, on one side, it's like I can just enjoy a joke the way that if it has no place in the movie, but it's a good joke, I'll enjoy it the same way that I enjoy scrolling on TikTok. It's not good content, but I enjoy it, you know? But I think as far as, like, a good movie goes, it's not like a good movie. If those are the standards we're basing it off
yes,
of.
I know what you
But
mean.
people do like that because
know what you
people
mean.
also like scrolling on
Yeah,
TikTok.
They love
you know?
that stuff.
They
Okay,
do
what
like
about
that.
now? What about
Like movie 43, which James Gunn also was one of the
we're not gonna get into
14
movie
directors
43.
of.
Yeah, one of the.
But I
14.
think it is kind of topical on this conversation in particular because that movie, the philosophy behind that movie was audiences don't have the attention span that they used to, so let's just zero in on that and have it be the overarching story is stupid and doesn't have anything to do with the movie itself, and the movie itself is just a compilation of skits because that's the attention of the modern day audience, and that was before TikTok.
Yeah.
And the sad thing, and when that came out, everyone was appalled and was like, this is offensive to audiences. And it was. The issue is, they were right.
Yeah.
And that is what people like.
Yeah.
And the other issue is, we saw that movie and we had a good time watching it. But that was different because we
it was
also
different
like
time.
watching shitty movies. Like you and I, we've
the
seen
thing.
a lot of just awful movies together and enjoyed it. But then it's because if you know what a good movie is, like we do because we're industry professionals,
Right. Don't forget
then
that.
yeah, don't forget. Then you know when a movie is bad and you can laugh at
I
it.
always know.
You know? So when it tries to do both, it's a little like out of place. But I don't know. It's jokes are fine. I don't know. It's is it kind of? It's a movie to make money. It's a movie to make money. It's here to make money. I don't like it. I don't like movies that
it's
just exist to make money.
And then James
But-
Gunn wants to do it, you know?
What do you mean James Gunn wants to? Whenever any director directs a movie like this, the amount of constraints that they have creatively, they're basically not directing it.
No,
They make
these
a
guys
couple
don't
of
have too
creative
much-
decisions,
Yeah, they'll have the.
a few small creative decisions. Most of the
It's
creative
not
decisions are made.
small.
Yes, it is though.
No, because you know it's a James Gunn film.
From no. I would disagree.
You
I
disagree?
yes, but I don't know whether or not he had a producer's credit on this, but even if he did, there were a million other producers, and they wanted to make money.
Yeah, of course.
They make decisions based on whether or not the money is green, you know, like, and he has to abide by those because he's not the sole financier of the movie, which is why, like, directors only really have creative control over a movie if they're director producers, like, and real director producers. Otherwise, they're at the whims of the executive producers, and which is fine, because ultimately, like, this is something that I also don't understand, like, about people who talk about movies, and, like, not to be, like, pretentious and be like, I worked in film as a grip, but, like, I've worked on enough movies to see that, like, directors, for the most part, like 99% of the time, are script supervisors for acting. They maintain acting continuity between scenes. That's their job. Their job isn't to make creative decisions. Minorly, they can decide the intent that an actor has behind, like, their emotions, but that's also to some extent baked in the script, and it's also mostly decided by the executive producers. And, like, their real job on set is to just make sure that there's linearity when you shoot something out of order, that the actors know, like, okay, I'm supposed to be sad here because in the previous scene this happened, but it's shot out of order. That's what their job is.
Yeah.
And, like, people think, for whatever reason, that they're, like, always the creative guy.
Okay, he
Like,
also wrote
Artur
it, too.
Cinema, okay.
But yeah.
But did he produce, like,
Yeah,
was he
I
the
don't know
sole
which- I don't
producer?
know.
He was,
No, he's not
surely
the
he
sole-
wasn't the
he's not
sole
of
producer.
course not.
Like, okay, okay, say what you want about Megalopolis, right?
like, yeah.
I didn't like Megalopolis. I thought it was a pretty garbage movie, but I respect Megalopolis more than this movie. And it was more of a movie than this movie was, in the sense that Francis Ford Coppola got to do whatever he wanted. So we got to really see what he wanted to do.
100%.
There wasn't
Yes.
like, there weren't people that were like, well, you gotta make the money back, so you gotta take this scene out, otherwise it's not gonna make the money that we want it to make. Or like, well, you can't put that in the script because that's not gonna jive well with most audiences on a
100%.
commercial
Yes,
level.
100%.
You know,
100%.
like, and so I respect that. I always respect when, like, someone tries to do something, even if they fail. And, like, Community is another example of that, the TV show. Like, I like that, like, they try stuff.
Yeah, no,
you
you're
know, and,
right,
like, a lot of the
100% you're right.
episodes of Community are garbage, but then a lot of the episodes of Community are really, really good, and it's because they had the balls to, like, try something.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know? And, like, there were a lot of instances where, like, they would just go behind producers' backs and do stuff anyway and, like, blow their budget, and then, like, they had to work with a lower budget on the rest of them. They were like, that's fine because we wanted to do this other thing and we'll make do with the budget later. And then some of those episodes where they had no budget were good too because they allowed themselves to be creative.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'm all for that. I would much rather, like, an artist try something new and fail than an artist do something because they're told to do something, you know, and for it to be, like, commercially acceptable.
Yeah.
And you could tell for this movie, like, a main driving force behind all of the decisions made in it were what's going to land best with audiences. How are we going to get what is right now a 4.0 rating on Letterboxd, you know? How are we going to get the families in the theater? How are we going to get the most money, you know? And it's succeeded in doing that because it's doing really well in the theaters right now. I don't think it's a phenomenal movie just because it succeeded in doing that, but it did succeed in doing that. And also, it didn't offend me as a movie.
Yeah.
You know? And, you know, there is also still something to be said about the fact that, like, you need the movies that make money to be able to make the movies that don't make money. That's how the industry works.
Yeah.
You should really watch, what's that one called, the series, The Studio?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should finish that. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about how it looked?
What do you mean how it
They
looked?
they didn't give too much input on that one. Eh?
Why?
No,
What-
I guess they did. That must be where they actually gave the input, because it's just like it doesn't look good.
It just looked like a
It
Marvel
didn't look
movie.
good.
It was a
No,
little bit
it's
more
not even like that.
saturated.
It looks like a commercial. This movie looked like a commercial.
Yeah,
I didn't
but
feel like it did.
I didn't like it.
I just think
It's
you
like
don't
too clean.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of very artistic commercials.
Motherfucker. But you know what I mean.
I do.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was just put the light in the
It
frame,
was
make
very,
it look like
yeah.
palatable. Everything was about palatability.
No, but not every movie's like this though.
Not every movie, but this movie
But not
was
even
about
regular
palatability.
Marvel ones are like this.
A lot of Marvel ones. What do you mean?
Yeah, I
What's a
guess they
Marvel
are.
one
I
that
guess they
isn't?
are.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
That's
a lot of them
Sony.
are. God damn it.
That different
Damn it.
producers.
No, like yeah, I know, but I don't know how to compare it to what to compare it to, but it looks different than like the other ones.
I thought it looked more or less the same. What do you think? Give it the mic. What do you think? Do you think it looked different from a Marvel movie?
I thought it looked the same.
You might have to be closer.
I thought it looked the same, but also like I think they were just also trying to make it look different than the other Superman ones.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I mean, they
no, of
wanted to
course.
look more
Yeah.
marketable.
Yeah,
They didn't
like-
want to
Yeah.
do the serious thing.
Yeah.
They wanted to make
Yeah.
sure that the audience
Yeah.
But it
knew,
does just look like
hey,
a
we're not
Marvel
trying to be
movie.
serious anymore. I thought it just looked
Yeah.
like a Marvel movie. It looked a little bit more saturated, which even the Marvel movies started getting more saturated after that one Every Frame a Painting video essay came out about. Do you know what I'm talking about though?
think so.
There was a video essay that came out, I think it was Every Frame a Painting, where he said all Marvel movies are color graded shit. Why aren't they like saturated? I think a superhero movie should be saturated. And then like now since that's happened, they just like have upped the saturation
No,
of
I
it.
don't know that one. No.
No?
But to be honest, it didn't even look that saturated to me.
It looks pretty saturated. I mean, they made the look at his
It's
suit
like less
now and look at
contrast
the
or
other.
something. It's like saturated, but like they left out the contrast this time.
I don't know. It
I
was
was like,
fine.
where's the contrast? I don't know. It was off to me. There was something off about it, but I can't really pinpoint it.
I
right
think it
now,
looked fine.
at
I
this
think
point.
it looked fine. It looked fine. It looked like a superhero movie. You know? It wasn't trying to do anything creative with the
Something
lighting.
off. Yeah, I
It
know,
wasn't
they
trying.
never do
Which
anymore.
no,
They
but
don't
you
do
know
that.
what? Have you seen the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson?
Yeah, of course. That's fucking.
That played with the
yeah.
lighting well. Like
That's
the
good.
the scene where like with the red lights, that
And
fight
that was a
scene,
good movie.
that was sick. That
Yeah.
was a pretty good superhero
Yeah.
movie as far as I'm concerned. They tried to do stuff with it.
You saw
But,
that?
like, it was good.
That was your first Batman film?
Yeah, still the only one I've ever.
You
seen.
haven't seen
no,
the
she
other
hasn't
Batman
seen
movies?
The Nolan trilogy.
Most
Oh my
DC
God.
ones I haven't seen.
And so this was
Wow.
your first Superman one. So what do you think? Then give the review for the people. First Superman.
Well, I have nothing to base it off of.
Yeah, but just
I
go
Yeah,
off
but
of-
just
enjoyed
off
it.
of your
Just
vibe.
go off what you
I've
like.
seen
Yeah.
the Marvel one, so
No,
it's,
but just off Superman now. Like, what do you think of Superman? I'm saying just like.
Did
what
you
do
know
think
the
of
Superman backstory going into this? And if you didn't,
I know
then,
his
then did you
origin.
understand? Okay.
I know the origin, like where he came from, and like the whole. I knew that. Like I've seen the start of like one of the other ones,
Okay.
but I've never finished it. But it was
Okay.
good. I don't know. I don't really have anything to base it off of, but it was good.
That's fair.
I don't. You
That's
know,
arguably better to not have
Yeah,
anything to
that's what I
base it off of.
That's
Just
what I'm
as a
saying, yeah.
movie.
The only thing is like all you really get from this one is like Superman's a good guy, and that's it. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't have a personality. It's just he is a good person. Like that's his personality.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I really got from it.
Yeah.
There's nothing else about him that's like
I agree.
anything.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
he's
that they
just-
should have zeroed in on. I think that they should have made him like dumb as bricks,
Yeah, that
and
would have
just
been
like
funnier.
intuitively, he just had to make sure that everyone was safe. You know, I think if they just really zeroed in on that, and it's
No.
just the only
No, I
thing.
would've
you need,
hated
that
it
would've
even
been,
more.
I think it would have been
No.
good. Just
This
like
is
make
not
it so
good.
camp.
You know that would not be good.
I think it would be great. And then Lex
No.
Luthor is just the worst. It
No,
still
that
wouldn't have
would
been
be
good.
terrible.
It still wouldn't have been good. It's a hard IP to work with, you know?
Yeah, because you can't really do too much.
It's Superman. He flies and shoots laser beams out of his eyes, and he's really strong.
yeah.
That's his
He is.
thing. It's not.
That's what he does.
There was never any nuance to it.
No, that's
you know,
what he does.
the bad guy is
He's
bald
Superman.
and a
He's
bad
Superman.
person.
Yeah.
He kills the
Exactly.
people. You
That's
know,
what it is.
and yeah,
what it is.
movies are better when bad guys have legitimate intent, and you understand, like Kingpin in Into the Spider-Verse. He's trying to save his family, and you get sad at the end when he sees his family. Like,
This
I
guy's
cry
just
every
like-
time.
I fucking hate Superman, but love him at the same time. He's so obsessed. with
Lex
Superman.
Luthor, yeah, he just wants to kiss him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves him.
Yeah.
That would have been good if
That
there were
would've been
like
good.
homosexual undertones to the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would have actually been good. Yeah. I think that would have been the best way to do it. I think it would have been like alienating to audiences, but if it were if Superman were gay smut,
Yeah.
I think that would have been respectable artistically,
Yeah.
you know? Let
All
a
these
Tumblr
yeah, I don't
writer
know.
write
What are you
it.
gonna do? What are you
What are you gonna
do?
do?
What are you gonna
What are you
fucking
gonna
do
do?
about these ones? That's what they are. It's Superman. Like,
That's the
fuck,
thing.
it's
What do you
Superman, okay?
expect?
The people love him, and then he gets fucking
it's
arrested,
not-
and there's something like that, and they hate him, and then they
Yeah.
love him again. Like that's
It's
the
nothing
movies.
crazy.
That's what
It's
they are,
nothing
and that's what
crazy.
they are, and it's just like
Yeah.
we just keep waiting on new directors and actors to do them, and we go watch them.
But it's always the same thing
Yeah.
because it's never really the directors and the actors that are making any
Yeah.
artistic decisions on any real level. Not for these.
But for Zack Snyder,
Not for. I don't think for those either.
No,
I think that
that-
was based on
Oh my-
the Dark Knight trilogy having done well, and they were like, "That's what's marketable. That's what's going to set us apart from Marvel. We're going to do that." And then that didn't work, and they were
Yeah.
like, "Okay, if this doesn't work,
That's
then we'll
fine.
just copy Marvel because they're making money."
yeah, but then you still have like you call in the guy to do the job, for it, to do that.
James,
Like James Gunn didn't do the Zack Snyder one because he couldn't do the Zack Snyder one.
Yeah, but also though, yes, and
Yes.
yes, and it's a name that you get to put on the poster.
Yeah, of course.
So they hire someone like James Gunn and they say, "Hey, you already have kind of a style that
Yeah,
you're known
exactly.
for. You know? Just do that again.
Yeah.
But also, don't do anything too creative.
Yeah.
You know? Do it within these
Yeah,
restrictions
but like that's
that we
like,
give you.
Yeah, but that's how it works.
You know? Yes. Yeah.
But that's not bad. That's just the job.
Yeah, but then it's not
Yeah.
not a creative decision. The director isn't making
is
a creative decision because
because
they're
you just have-
being told to
Yeah, but that's
just
fine.
continue to do like
I think
the
it's
same
still a
vibe
creative decision though.
on some
Because
level.
you
But you know
still
what I'm
have,
saying.
like, your-
You're arguing with me for the sake of arguing
Yeah,
with me
I
right
know.
now. Like, go for it.
You just have limitations, and it's just like, yeah, you have
Yeah.
limitations, so you gotta.
But you
work
know
around
why
your
James Gunn
limitations.
did it though, right? Because the
James
money
Gunn-
is green.
Yeah,
Because the
course he
money
did.
is green.
Of course he did. Of course, but then everyone. That means he's
Which
just
is
like
fine.
us.
Which is fine. Money is good.
That means he's just like
We
us.
work in
Yeah,
advertising.
exactly. I know. It's green.
The money is where you need money. And the thing is, now, if James Gunn has more money, he has more leeway if he wants to do something that's more for himself. You know, like...
He doesn't do nothing for himself.
No, he doesn't. He did movie 43.
He's gonna do
You know,
Suicide
that's-
Squad
that was
2.
a joke. Yeah, probably. But that's fine because if, you know, like... You can't judge a person for doing stuff
Yeah,
because the
that's what
money
they
is
want.
there. Like, that's fine. I respect anyone. I respect investment bankers.
Yeah.
It's a job. A lot of
Yeah.
things are just jobs. You can't like fault people for doing jobs. Like it's weird. Movies are weird as an art form because it is the art form that has the most intersection between creativity and making money.
Yeah.
You know, and they're massive investments, and so there's a pressure for them to perform well financially.
Yeah.
You know, but it's still an art form.
Oh, you don't have to listen.
And so you could have picked it up earlier.
Yeah, I
You
know,
was
but-
holding it there a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's but I
But
do
it's because
think
they're
that-
gonna call me out for it now.
Yeah. No, you would never do something nice for your girlfriend off camera. Your silence speaks volumes.
No, I can't answer.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's
I don't answer questions.
yeah, it's tough. It's hard. It's hard to do what we're doing, you know. It's hard to critique movies.
It's hard to be industry professionals.
It's hard to be industry professionals.
if you will.
If you will, I will.
Oh man.
There's nuance.
Yeah.
It's tough. Yeah. I don't know. What are you gonna do, you know?
That's it. Any last thoughts? I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done for the night.
Yeah?
I don't know about you. I'm
I
done
don't know,
talking about
it's
it.
a
like I forgot
complicated-
the ending.
It's a... what do you mean? You
I forgot
saves
the
the
ending.
people of the movie?
Yeah, you said something about the ending. I was like, I don't even remember it.
When like the cousin comes in, it's like she's some like crazy party girl, and like,
Oh yeah, that whole.
okay, now we're gonna get a Supergirl or like.
Is it the
that
same
movie.
Supergirl or is it just like no, she's different?
No,
right?
this is a different
Different.
Supergirl. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that's why the dog's so crazy, cause like the girl's crazy and like she doesn't train it, but she just lives a crazy lifestyle and she's so messy.
Mm,
She goes to the other
yeah,
planets.
She's quirky.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
So that's obviously.
So that's where it ended? See, I don't. What was the last frame of the movie?
He was in his chair watching clips of his
Oh,
parents.
yeah,
He was
that
on
stuff
like
too.
TikTok of his parents, and he was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my God, this is the best. I love my parents."
Yeah.
You know, as he was absorbing
And
the
they're
son.
like, you thought they were gonna play the
That
other
was one
clip. You
one
thought they were
thing
gonna
that
play
was
the
pretty-
biological part.
Yes, yeah,
but they didn't.
But they didn't. Yeah. No, nothing was surprising about the script, you know, but
Yeah,
it didn't try to do anything surprising. How about right at the beginning of the movie where they were like, he needs to heal from the sun, and then they just put a giant magnifying glass on him, and the sun just hit him. I heard you laugh at that. I thought you
Right in
liked
the
that
beginning of the
camp.
movie?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, forget it.
I don't remember that.
Forget
at all.
it.
Maybe you were distracted.
Was I
from
laughing
all
at
the
something else?
commotion.
Probably.
You might have been laughing at the people in
Yeah,
front of us
that's probably what
that
it was.
couldn't find the
think
seats.
that's
I
what it
wasn't
was.
sure if
'Cause
you were
that
laughing
and-
at the movie or the people that
remember
couldn't
that
find
at
their
all.
seats.
They
Fair
put
enough.
a magnifying glass on.
Yeah. And then the
They
sun
held
just
him
like
down in a
yeah,
chair.
and then he's just like, "Oh, the sun."
I didn't see that.
Yeah, that happened.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I was laughing at the people.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's hard to judge a movie like this because it sets out to make money and it accomplished making money. As a movie in general, extremely mid. It wasn't offensive to watch, you know, but like it set out. It accomplished more or less what it set out to accomplish, but the bar was kind of low. Like very much for me, like a 2.5 out of 5, maybe a 2. But I still enjoyed watching the movie, in the same sense that I would enjoy watching any movie as long as it was with someone as sexy as you. What would you give it out of 5?
Okay.
What's your letterboxed 5?
My letterboxed 5 is probably a 3. Yeah.
Fair enough. Kylie?
Gave it a 4. That was fun. I had fun. I don't know. I liked it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
And I think he played a really good Superman, even though he didn't have to do too much. He
Yeah,
almost had
he
a
was pretty-
personality, to be
yeah.
honest, in the beginning. But then he was just like, I'm a good guy.
Yeah, they didn't even do enough like him and Lois Lane stuff. which like I would have wanted.
It's coming in the next movie.
No.
Yeah, that's why you
give
need
it
to
now.
spend more money to see more of
Come
the
on,
stuff.
man.
But we had more personality from Lois Lane than Superman.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
I think she
yeah.
gave more personality.
Yeah, she did.
Like she's a journalist who has integrity, and she wants to she has a goal she wants to accomplish.
Sure. I thought all of the characters were pretty one-dimensional.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really get anything from anyone else. Lex Luthor is just bad because
because
he
bad.
is bad.
Yeah.
Superman's good because
He's
he's a
good.
hero.
Yeah.
I can't tell you anyone else.
Yeah.
The other girl had personality. The one who was dating Lex Luthor, she was funny. I liked
She
her.
had personality. You
She did.
probably didn't like that girl
She
at
did
all.
She did have personality.
She had personality.
No. Yeah, she was
And
fine.
she was kind of smart. She was a queen for that.
She actually was. She was the smartest.
She was pretty smart. So, she, like, surface level, she was dumb. Deep down, smartest character.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that is
Mhm.
true.
Yeah.
She saved the day pretty
She
much.
did.
Yeah.
More
Where
than
would we be without
Superman.
Yeah.
No, I like the guy who worked in the mail room. I mean, who worked in the Daily Planet as well.
The one
Jimmy?
No, the
one who-
other guy who spilled the coffee and like he didn't have a seat on the spaceship.
who. Oh, the
I
guy
don't
that had
know
like
his
2
name.
lines.
I
in the
forget
whole
his
movie.
name though. I know him from somewhere else.
I don't
He's
know
like a
if we got
comedian. Like I know
a
him.
name.
No, but I know him from like
He is from something.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Like
yeah,
on the
see,
internet.
that guy should have been the comedic relief the whole movie, not everyone else.
I honestly couldn't tell you anything about him and his character.
No, I know you don't know nothing about him, but I'm like, yeah, that's exactly the comedic relief guy.
Yeah.
Like, not everyone else should be. So, like, we're pulling up an example of that, that's what it should be. That guy, what he did in the film.
Maybe.
And then everyone else
I
was
don't know.
also joking.
I don't know if I agree with this sentiment of yours that like there should be a comedic relief guy. I think
No,
that
but I'm saying-
everyone can in real life everyone has funny moments, you know, and regardless of whether or not they're like the comedic relief
What
guy,
is that
you know.
guy from?
But not everyone makes jokes. That's the difference. If your writing has nuance, then it works if everyone has funny moments. If it works for the script and the characters.
What's he from, dude? He's from some show.
I don't know, man.
I don't
Just
even
let
know
me
his
look
name.
it up. He's just from SNL. Yeah, he's just on SNL.
Let me see this guy.
So that's where I recognize him from.
Oh yeah, he does the.
Yeah.
He did the. Oh fuck, I don't remember. I don't know. I don't actually know. Yeah, he's just on.
Yeah,
SNL.
he's just on SNL.
just on
But
SNL.
guess what? Yeah, it makes sense. He was doing the SNL thing. Comedy.
Okay. Yeah.
So we didn't need too much camp.
I
he
like
should've
the
just been in
guy
it
with
more.
the balls.
Yeah, he was good,
He
but
was
see, he was
good.
also
He was my
different because he was
favorite.
doing
Yeah.
it like, you know, he had his character.
He
and
had
he
the
was doing,
exaggerated
Yeah.
swagger of a black man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked him.
I liked him.
He's
No, he was good.
I liked him.
He was
All
good.
of this is the other thing with these types of movies though, is they have to make all of the characters pretty one-dimensional because there are so many characters and not enough time to give them any depth.
Yeah, that's also what happens when you don't start with an origin story and you just end up in the middle of Superman's life.
But
I don't know.
even
It
if
could have
you
been
got-
fine.
Even if you got
But-
an origin story, you still don't have time to like elaborate on why these characters are the way they are.
Exactly.
No, but that's
Like
but,
why
but
Yeah.
is he? Why is Mr. Terrific like that? He's so like monotone, serious, intelligent, very intelligent. But like, why? How did he get there? You
yeah,
don't have the time
no,
to
you
elaborate.
don't. But then, like, I would say, then that's why we don't need those guys in this.
But then
That's
you
the
need-
other thing
you
too.
need
Like,
them
why
both
are they
to
in this?
further
I
the
hate
plot.
these fucking films. This is another
Because
thing I'm
they-
gonna
because
say. Yes,
it's because
of the
they can make
universe.
more
I know.
films.
But okay, so then it's garbage. Then is what it is. So then
Yes.
it's garbage.
Yeah, it's not a
we
good
know it's
movie.
garbage then, okay? Because this is Superman I'm going to watch, not Mr. Terrific for half of it.
Yeah.
We watched Mr. Terrific for more than Superman. Then what? Superman did nothing. No, it's true.
I
He had
agree.
to save
Yeah.
Superman. So what the fuck did Superman do
He
then?
didn't need
Yeah.
to. It's annoying
He
when they
saved the
put all
squirrel.
the things in the movie.
He saved the squirrel and
He
3
did.
people.
He did save the squirrel though. Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's like. Are
None
we
of them had-
realizing
no
what we
one had any
watched here? Are we
real
realizing what we watched?
Character arcs.
We watched Superman get saved. He didn't even save Metropolis. The other guy did too. The other guy fucking did. He came in and closed it.
Yeah. You're right.
He
Yeah.
came in and fucking closed the
Yeah.
drift. Or whatever
Uh-huh.
it's called, the rift.
Yeah.
Not Superman. He didn't
Not
even pull
Superman,
that.
no.
He doesn't know the code. He didn't
No.
know the code. He couldn't get it from Lex Luthor. He was there to distract Lex Luthor while the other guy did it.
Yeah.
So what the fuck? It should have been called Mr. Terrific then. Are we just realizing this? Because I am.
I
It's
truly
just-
think they're just trying to set up some sort of TV show or movie for Mr. Terrific. Like, you want to have that character marketable and you want
This
him
is
good.
what it is. This
So
is the
you
intro
want-
It's
to
all
Mr.
money.
Terrific.
It's all money.
Yeah, I know, but
It's
then guess
all
what?
money.
No one's gonna go fucking watch Mr. Terrific.
But
bro.
you're
will.
wrong
I
because
will.
people
No.
will.
Yes, I
No.
will.
People
Yeah.
will.
No,
No, I will.
They made the John Cena was in it for a second.
Yeah,
they made a
that's
TV
true.
show on
They
him.
did do
People
that.
saw that.
Okay, people love this crap.
They
fucking
do.
love
They
this
eat
shit.
it up. They love it.
Oh my god. Okay, but then so as a whole we realized this was not fucking Superman. What did we watch?
Well,
A
We
big
watched Superman
marketing
get
stunt.
fucking saved.
Sure.
He didn't do anything then.
But he did. He killed the engineer and the other Superman.
Yeah, that was. The
But
whole
it's not
thing. But
about
then
what
see,
Superman
like,
did. It's about
I know, I know.
the
I'm
thing is
just-
okay.
I'm going
and
like
yes,
more
yes,
extreme to
yes.
go more extreme.
Fair enough. But you're also right.
Yeah.
But also and I agree with you. It's not about what he did. It's about his character arc, and it would have been better if they spent more time on his character
Yeah.
arc because his character arc fell flat because they spent too much time trying to give everyone a piece of the pie so that everyone gets their own fucking movie. Like with Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, well, it's
They
funny.
skipped the intro. They did it. They were like, "Let's do this one last time." They do
Yeah,
it
yeah,
real
yeah,
quick.
yeah.
They make a joke out of it, and it was a
Yeah,
good joke, and it was also a recurring beat
Yeah.
that made sense. It was a recurring motif, basically. Like, and also though, you see though, separate from it had nothing to do with the origin story, but Miles Morales as a person
Yeah.
had a reason for being the way he was.
Yes.
He had a reason for
Yes.
needing to overcome something, and then he
character's
overcame it
journey,
at
if
the
you
end.
will, yeah.
If you will,
You know?
and it worked, and there was the payoff.
Yeah.
Like there was a hero's journey in this for Superman. It was just that the hero's journey was like 10 minutes of the movie and was shit.
Yeah, and it was like, actually, he's actually here to destroy us. And then they locked him up.
Yeah.
I think they should have zeroed in on a further relationship between Mr. Terrific and Superman.
What's
Yeah.
their relationship?
In an
Whatever
ideal
they
world.
want it to be.
To be honest, I wanted more Green Lantern.
I thought he was really good actually. I really liked the Green Lantern. Like compared to the other Green Lanterns that I've seen.
Who's
I've
the
never-
other one? Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds,
Reynolds.
right? Yeah.
But he played a hot Green Lantern, whereas this guy's kind of
And
stupid. He has
he
the
had
bad
that
haircut.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
that's funny. That's good. And he's just stupid. But I liked that.
Sure.
I don't really, the other one I can't remember the name of. the
Well, I've known
girl.
nothing about Green Lantern. I know nothing but the
I don't
actual
know
Green
anything-
Lantern from the comics.
I don't know anything about him. I just liked this guy playing him. I thought he was funny playing him. And I liked the bad haircut. I thought it was good.
Yeah, the bad haircut was good.
Yeah.
He's still
It's just,
pretty
it
hot.
goes along with the same thing of
I'd fuck him.
the Tom Holland, ones. Yeah, no.
What do you mean?
It's like the Tom Holland Spider-Mans where it's like he needs Iron Man there.
Yeah, I hated the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies.
Like, you know what I mean?
For
Like,
this
that's what,
reason.
a lot of people say.
For
It's
this
like, why does
reason.
his Spider-Man can't go on without Iron Man? Like,
No, but in the end he does.
yeah, now we'll see what happens now in the new one that they're gonna do. But I'm saying that is the joke though. You know what I mean? He's got that whole fucking suit. And
I
it's
just
like,
thought that
yeah.
the Tom
So now,
Holland Spider-Man
finally, they're
movies
actually,
are not good standalones.
Yeah. Well, now
They're awful standalones.
We'll see
you
what
can't
happens
just
with the
watch
next one.
those movies.
We'll see what happens with the next one.
They're bad. They're
the next
just
one,
these. It's the
it's just
same
him.
thing. It's the same. They're fine movies, but they're
Yeah, they're
marketing
fine.
movies.
They're
The
fine.
only
They're
thing-
marketing movies.
They're
It's the
fine.
same as this. It's like if this is the
I
metric
think
that
they're
we're
still a
judging
little
it
bit better,
on,
though,
then it's a
honestly.
1. Really, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't remember too much of them. I just thought that they were forgettable.
Well then, yeah. If you don't remember, yeah, then yeah.
But you know what was a good Spider-Man movie?
Yeah, Into the Spider.
Into the Spider-Verse. What do you think?
Here, hold the mic, and then you end off the video as well, because I think this is like so long right now. So.
What's wrong
And
with it
then-
being long?
I think.
I know. I'm just getting a little
It's
sweaty in
discussion.
here. I'm getting a little sweaty. Here, hold it.
Yeah, I think the like Tom Holland ones just came at the time when Marvel was just like the biggest thing. Like
Yeah.
everyone was waiting on those ones, and that's why like it just they built that character up for that reason. But it's the same thing. Like it was just a money thing.
Yeah, but I think that that's, if anything, I agree with that in the sense that like it came like right in the middle of the craze, but because of that they capitalized off of the craze, and like it was really just it was an Avengers movie. Basically, all of them are Avengers movies. They're not, none of them are standalones. They're not I mean, like it's about Spider-Man, but like.
Yeah, no, they do.
Right?
Well, yeah,
If I
you have the
remember
Avengers
correctly,
in them
it
too.
felt so like from the get-go. It felt like this is not just a Spider-Man movie.
Well, yeah, because they're fitting the same vibe with the other ones, like because they're
Yeah.
all in the same like thing.
it's
right?
in the universe.
But then that's
I
why
just
the
don't
next
like the
one
universes.
might be
I'm not a fan of the
better.
universes.
because they're like doing it like he's alone now, and like he's got that classic
No,
suit
but
now.
like the last one, he didn't
Maybe
have.
I don't know. I don't know anything about the.
No, the last one he
like
just had the other
Avengers.
Spider-Mans, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
also why that one might have been slightly better too. To be honest.
But that one was also like he's going against the Doctor Strange guy. It's like Doctor Strange
Yeah,
like
so you had
don't
that
do
stuff.
this thing, and he's like, I'm gonna do it, and then he does it, and then he has to fix it.
Yeah, but
he
there
has
was
to fix it
still
with the other
Doctor Strange in it, and
Yeah,
like
that's the
you know what
thing.
I'm saying, and
But that's
like
because they had
all
to
of that.
tie in the whole metaverse.
But that's what
Yeah,
I'm
of
saying is that
course,
I
yeah.
just didn't like that
Yeah.
about it,
And then you have to
But
and I
that's
don't
the
like that about
shows, and then
any of
you're
them.
gonna-
Yeah.
That was like such a long thing, though. That was like, I don't. It feels like a decade long thing, where like they started with the Avengers and then
It
they
is.
just kept going.
It is a
with it.
decade long thing,
Yeah.
pretty much. I
Yeah.
think.
But like, all of it had to tie in that way. Otherwise, none of
Yeah.
it would have worked.
No, 100%.
This is true.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
There is also something to be said about the fact that it is kind of impressive that Marvel pulled off the whole universe thing at all.
Yeah.
I just don't. It's an impressive feat that I also just don't care for
Yeah.
all that much. But like it's That's the one interesting thing, like that it happened. You know, as a movie
did-
history
they did
thing,
that.
they did it. They accomplished that. That was kind of cool.
Well, it also
You
went
know?
into like the shows.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You gotta
There's
like watch the
still-
shows
Yeah.
too. People like
Yeah.
watch the shows to fill in some stuff too.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing all that, but
I did like WandaVision. WandaVision was
oh,
fantastic.
damn, you watched that stuff too.
I
I
watched
saw the first
WandaVision.
Loki season.
Oh, I didn't watch Loki, but
It was
You're
fun. There
into
was
this
incest
stuff?
in
I
it.
You're
didn't watch
into this
the Thor
stuff?
movies. I didn't watch them.
None of the Thor movies.
I watched them very
Like, let's watch like. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
much after they came out, and like I
Okay.
didn't watch the last one, the Love and Thunder one, I think it's called, or
Yeah,
something.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of
No
like
idea what
those
that's
two.
about. And I think that one probably just wasn't that good.
Probably. I don't know.
We
They're
just
all
gotta watch
superhero
the
movies.
original Hulk movies.
But I will say one
Because
thing.
that's good. That's
One-
good.
Really?
Yeah.
The original, like the really old ones, or the ones with the Fight Club guy?
Ang Lee, the Ang Lee one.
Oh,
Where
okay.
he did like the comic book like transition.
Yeah, that's the one with the
That's
Fight
good
Club
shit.
guy. What were you saying, Kylie?
I just think
The
the
fuck?
Avengers.
Edward Norton.
That's his name, Edward Norton.
I think the Avengers movies did do a lot better in developing personalities behind characters, and that's why so many
This is
people
true, yeah.
liked them. Like they went to go watch like the Black Widow movie. They went to go watch Iron Man. They went to go watch the Spider-Man because like there's personality behind
Yes.
the characters. With this one, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will also say with the Marvel ones, I don't know if they initially intended on it being a universe when it started. It just started with a couple of superhero movies that did well. Iron Man did well. You know, like
I think they did
yeah.
because
But
I
either
think
way,
they
the
were doing,
Iron Man, the initial Iron Man movies didn't feel like Avengers movies.
No, but
You know what I'm saying?
they
and then
wanted
like
to do it even with the first Spider-Man, I think.
Okay.
Like I
Maybe.
don't know, like
But
like you know
They
what
weren't doing the marketing thing
No, they
in
weren't doing
those
that
ones.
yet.
They
They
were
weren't
just
doing that yet.
building,
No.
and that's why the characters are better because they had
Exactly.
more time
Yeah.
in the movies to develop, and then instead of
Yeah.
it being like from one movie we're gonna get 4 movies out of this, it was like we're gonna do 4 movies, and then out of those 4 movies we can get them all together, and then it creates this cobweb
Yes.
of things.
Exactly.
And so if you see all of them, then like each one, like there's more meat to it for the actual character development.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
Well, no,
it's a
because they
good
were
point.
doing. I think there was even going back on like one of the Hulk ones. There's like at the end. I don't know if they included this or this is like a deleted thing, but like there is Iron Man comes in, and then they went into like.
Oh really?
Then
I
they
don't
did
remember
Iron
that.
Man, yeah.
Okay.
So like they
So
were
maybe they were trying
that
to do it
stuff,
from the beginning,
but
but
like
they
the thing
did
is
do,
though,
they did feel
it
less
ultimately
marketing.
would end up at this point. There's no like going. There's no not getting to this point.
Yeah, eventually it
Because
will.
Eventually,
yes,
you're gonna do all the
100%.
origin stories of all these guys, Captain America, whatever. Then they're all gonna have to be together.
Yeah.
So
and
that's
then
the
it's,
Avengers.
Yeah, and,
And
there
then
isn't
now
going
it's
to
just
be
like, okay,
enough time
well
to
now
focus
what do
on
we
it.
do now?
Yeah.
Now we gotta continue, and now we gotta do things like Thunderbolts that like nobody cares about because we
Yeah,
did all the
yeah, yeah.
characters that they care
You
about.
just you beat the dead horse until it stops spitting out money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's going to be a long time until the horse runs out of money.
Well, I don't think Thunderbolts did that well because they tried to market it after as like the new Avengers.
Yeah.
That's what the like alternate title is. So
Interesting.
they're trying to make the universe like come back around with like new characters. Obviously, because like Scarlett Johansson doesn't want to do it anymore. You don't have what's his name, Iron Man.
Well, he's Doctor Doom now.
That is a whole nother thing that is
He's
so
Dr. Doom
stupid
now.
to me. I don't
So-
understand that. But that's like also playing into
The
whole
multiverse
Yeah,
and
that's what that's playing into. I think. I've obviously no one's seen it yet, but I think that's stupid.
it definitely is.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah.
You didn't need him as a character,
But-
but then you play into the multiverse thing where it's like, what the heck? Like he's back, but it's not him.
Yeah.
It's another guy.
They still got some more money out of it, I think. As long, maybe not new IPs that can tie in, but if they make they're gonna make another Spider-Man movie, right?
Yeah.
People are gonna see that. If they made another Iron Man movie, people would see that. You know, if they just continued the existing IPs, like they have some more movies.
Yeah.
But it is kind of tapering off. Like I don't think that many people saw the new Thor movie. I don't know. Ooh, we got a little boy in here. A little bug.
What do you think?
What do you think? Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That is it.
That's it.
That's it. That's all.
Okay. Bye guys.